Before the season, after the Vikings had moved on from the previous regime and they brought in new general manager Kwesi adofo-mensah and new head coach Kevin O'Connell, you're thinking, okay, buying into the whole competitive rebuild thing, maybe they will be competitive, maybe they'll challenge for the wild card spot, maybe they'll even challenge for the division, maybe they'll try and win double-digit games, etc. As you're trying to bring in new talent and learning new schemes and all of that stuff, but the Vikings have certainly overachieved. 6-1, getting it done, looking good on both offense and defense. And what's scary is that they can get even better. But what's very clear at the NFL trade deadline is that the Vikings, they're going all in. They're absolutely all in on this season, and I think that it's clear that the Vikings clearly think that 2022 could be the season that the Vikings hoist at JEROME. The big move at the deadline, trading for Lions tight end TJ Hockenson. Essentially, you're swapping 2 draft picks for slightly lesser draft picks, and they ain't even that bad, man. I mean, they did the math. Our guy Thor Nystrom over did the math, and he's like, hey, the Vikings basically traded Hockenson for number 69 overall in the draft. Nice. So you're basically getting a top 5 tight end in the National Football League, former number 8 overall pick for an early third rounder. We will certainly absolutely take that, man. And looking at the standings, the Vikings 3.5 game lead over the Packers and the Bears, also a lead in the head-to-head. Plus, it's the largest gap for any division leader in the National Football League. They're in the 2 seed in the NFC. They're only chasing the Eagles, who that's their only loss of the season. And the Vikings, they believe. They absolutely believe, man. So I love that Kwesi and the Vikings are being aggressive at the deadline. I love that they're like, hey, we're not going to take this thing for granted, man, because it's very rare when you catch lightning in a bottle. So we're just going to run with this thing, and we're going to see where it goes, because I think that the Vikings clearly have a talented team on both sides of the ball. Also, look at this offense. Look at this freaking offense, man. You got Kirk Cousins, who, outside of gaudy stats, he's quietly playing some of the best football of his career. Yes, we're leaving some plays on the field, but need more consistency on offense. But certainly getting there. Dalvin's been feeling it the last couple games. Madison's been running hard as well. You got Jefferson, who's quickly becoming the best wide receiver in the game. You got Thielen, who's still a red zone assassin. KJ Osborne coming up with clutch plays. TJ Hockenson, 6'5", 250, monster target in the middle of the field, especially down in the red zone. Plus, he's a tenacious inline blocker. Johnny Munt, phenomenal tight end, too. Irv Smith, once he gets back from his high ankle sprain, 8 to 10 weeks on IR, can contribute, and this offensive line is gelling. Now, Ed Ingram is having some growing pains for sure, but Darisaw is playing at an all-pro level. Ezra is really growing into his own. Bradbury is playing some of the best football of his career. Brian O'Neill is still Brian O'Neill, man, and on defense. So they've started to stop the run. They make big-time plays. They need to shore things up down in the red zone. They need to lower the yards per attempt in the passing game, yes, but they can get after that ass, man. Diesel, Dalvin, Harrison Phillips, Bullard, getting after it along the defensive line. Ross Blacklock is playing more and more. Love seeing the former Houston Texan contributing. Then edge rushers. You got Za'Darius, who's maybe the value free agent pickup of the year, tied for the NFL sack lead with 8.5. Also is leading the NFL in tackles for loss with 13. Danielle Hunter can still get his. DJ, Patrick Jones, Kendricks, Hicks, Asamoah getting it. And then in the cornerback room, Patrick Peterson playing some inspired football. Now, take the energy from the Cardinals game and extrapolate that over every other game, man. I mean, 7 is back. Cameron Tiny-Dancer slowly growing into one of the better cornerbacks in the game. Hold me closer, Tiny Dancer. Smith and Beasley can still get after it, man. So, it's a talented team. They also have some of the best special teams in the National Football League, and it's very clear that the Vikings are just shoving all their chips in the middle this season. All in. Let's go, man, because this is a chance to be a very special year. Yes, the Vikings are chasing the Eagles in the NFC. Maybe the NFC title game has to go through Philly. Philly. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, man, but this team is getting confident. This team is having a lot of fun playing together, and this team has been through the battles, man. Like 5 straight wins of single score games. So, I mean, if it's a close game late in the season, I don't think it's going to phase this team, because I think that they understand and have confidence that they will find a way to come out on top. So, they believe. They believe, man. That's right. But your thoughts are our thoughts. Vikings are all in on 2022. and you love to see it. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work, put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.